Good morning, Mr. Kimball.
How you doing?
Pretty good. So I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. All I know is that your lawyer is asking me to, I'm assuming, set him a bond, right? You know, you're wanted from somewhere. I don't know for what. I don't know why. Um, I don't know if I'm going to set you bond. I got to get to know you in the short time that I have you here to see, are you a danger to my community? If we give you a bond, are you going to go back? I have no idea. So let's get to know. Amy?
Judge, so he's wanted from Guadalupe County, New Mexico, aggravated battery against a household member with a deadly weapon. As the court knows, he's also being held in the 351st for credit and debit card abuse.
No, I had no idea. Say it.
And I believe they also just filed a motion to revoke his probation on fraud use.
He's on probation too.
Yes, and they're motioning to revoke as well. He also has 2 bond forfeitures that I'm seeing, and then he has quite a bit of history with burglaries and.
My gosh. Whoa. So since 2007, possession of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, evading arrest, possession of a controlled substance, felon in possession of a weapon, attempted evading arrest or detention, tampering or fabricating evidence, evading arrest and previous conviction, burglary of a building, possession of a controlled substance, burglary of motor vehicle, evading arrest, credit card abuse, burglary of a motor vehicle, evading credit card abuse, possession with intent to deliver. And 1, 2, 3, 4 more burglary of a motor vehicles, failure to ID, possession of a dangerous drug. You're on probation for a fraud. You pick up a new credit card abuse, and you want me to set you a bond?
Can I please tell you something? If you don't mind me speaking,
Don't talk about the case.
I'm not talking about no case.
Okay.
I was in here, been held on the case for defendant violence in New Mexico, right? And they just got called ATW twice. They did not release me. I was not released. They sent me back to my cell, and since they didn't release me, they ended up putting a credit card abuse on me. Now I don't know, where that falls in or whatever. They just put it on me.
So if I can give you a brief synopsis of the timeline, Judge.
Sure.
So January 15th, he waived extradition for his New Mexico case, which is why we have a fugitive. He also had a Dallas County hold at the same time, which means the Dallas.
Here's another.
It's true, but Dallas County had 10 days to pick him up. So they did not pick him up in those 10 days. So let's say January.
I know that. I get it.
Let's just say, okay, so they didn't release the whole, they should have released the whole 25th. They didn't. What they did is instead, 3 days later.
Talking the Dallas County hold.
Dallas County hold.
Okay.
So what should have happened is that on the 25th, they released the Dallas County hold, which at that moment, there was no locals or anything pending, and they should have started the timeline for New Mexico to come pick him up. But instead, Dallas did not release the hold until I believe the 29th, because conveniently, on the 28th, the DA's office filed 2B charges on a credit card abuse from a case that they had had since November. So it's
December. I see here, December 22nd, 2024.
I'm sorry, from December, you're right. So it just seemed like the timeline expired. I believe Mr. Kimball's just really upset because if it should have worked like it should have worked, then, why didn't they release the hold in time? Why didn't the DA's office file it? It just seems like they're sort of dragging it along. I understand that he does not have a bond on his felony cases, and they did file the MRP. He has an attorney there who is going to be requesting to set a bond there. What Mr. Kimball is asking is a bond here, even though, and I said, he's going to be making the bond there in felony. So let's say his bonds get set in felony and his bond gets set here. He wants to bond out and go to New Mexico, address that case, and then he said he'll be back and forth. He's already got the MRP and the felony credit abuse case here, but he wants to be able to fight them in the free world, and he is willing to go to New Mexico, turn himself in. I've been in contact with his mother, and I guess just because of that lapse in timeline, it's kind of like why we're here, because, in part, if you have anything else to add, I think he just feels kind of screwed by the system on this. Is there anything else, Mr. Kimball, that I missed?
Nah, did she send the video to your phone? Oh, all right.
In 2023 alone, Mr. Kimball, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In one of the misdemeanor cases, you have presumably a bond at 5,010, which tells me that you've taken off on that case as well.
I
You're on
never ran
probation.
a
You had a hold out of Dallas for, what did he have a hold out of Dallas for?
violation.
Out of Dallas.
You're hopscotching with the states with the criminality,
No,
man.
I
I
got
can't.
on, look, I had all the cases together and they gave me probation in Houston and Dallas. See, that's what you don't know. They dismissed a bunch of them cases has been dismissed. And I've been to trial twice. A bunch of them cases has been expunged on that record right there that you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But they gave me probation in Dallas and Houston. Dallas supposed to transfer my probation to Houston. They did not transfer my probation to Houston. That's how I get a violation in Dallas. I never violated by kissing any new case. The only time I caught a case is when for the New Mexico, say something happened in a family violence 2024. I never even been to New Mexico. The girl wrote a statement on me saying that I violated whatever. I understand. I know I don't supposed to tell you nothing, but I got videos. She's saying everything that she said is a lie. I don't even supposed to be having a case for I wouldn't even supposed to come to jail for that case. She has the videos in her phone. She can show you. She's showing her ID, everything, made a whole statement saying that everything that she said to me in New Mexico is a lie, bro. I'm just dry getting hold for this case.
We really,
I understand it.
it doesn't matter.
Yes, sir. I understand it.
It seems to me,
Yes, sir.
you get out, you pick up a new case. You were out, you just picked up a new credit card abuse 2 weeks ago. December 22nd, I mean, maybe 3 weeks ago, you just picked up another case. You're on probation in Houston. You're on probation in Dallas.
Sir.
You got an open case in New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
I can't possibly give you a bond, Mr. Kimball. You know, I think that I need to protect my community. And if I give you a bond, I'm scared that something else is going to happen. I don't want you to pick up a 6th or 7th case, you know?
I ain't pick up a case. I came to jail for a case a year ago for New Mexico. I was already
Just
on probation.
picked up.
No, they just put
Credit
a
card.
case on me while I was in
Nah.
custody. I didn't never get caught for anything. They just put a case on me while I've been in custody right now. This time, waiting on New Mexico and Dallas to come get me. They just put this case on me. They just put this on me.
I want to make sure that there are no more new cases get on you anymore. I'm not going to give you a bond because, Mr. Kimball, you scare me. You know, you do.
I never had an aggravated case. I never had an aggravated case in my life. You see my record. I never had an aggravated case.
I don't see, the
Period.
only thing I see
I'm
is
saying
Harris.
everything you're just saying. I never had an aggravated case out of Harris County, Dallas, anywhere in Texas, ever. Ever. Ever.
I believe you, but it's just way too much baggage, dude. Way too much.
But I'm saying you can't just set a bond on the case. And when I go to court, you know what I'm saying? I talk to my other judge. She give me a bond on them cases or whatever, where I can go handle everything that I need to handle so I can get out and be with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, so say if they do set the bond when I go to court, because he's going to give me a court date in like a week or two. I'm going to go to court. They're going to set a bond for me. So they set a bond. Now I got to come back to your courtroom again for you to say, oh, well, I'm not going to give you a bond or whatever. They got 14 days to come get me. When actually I really supposed to already been gone to either Dallas or New Mexico because they called me ATW twice and they said they was not going to come get me. And we called to New Mexico. New Mexico said they didn't have any knowledge of me even being in jail on their warrant.
Is New Mexico, have they stated that they're going to come get him?
Our indication at this time is that they want him, Judge.
Okay, they're going to come get you. You know, the problem is that 14 days is told because you've not made bond on those cases upstairs. Once you do make bond at that point, that will get the 14 days for New Mexico to come get you. But Mr. Kimball, you've got a ton of priors. You're on probation in two different counties. You got to, okay, regardless, it's too much baggage. I'm not going to give you a bond. You scare me, dude. That's it. Really. You know, sometimes the bill comes due. Now is that time. It's not going to happen anymore. Okay, thanks.
I had an opportunity, I'm here on Mr. Caleb Jones, judge, took a look at the bond violation report here.
I haven't even seen it. All I know is that we have another bond violation.
Well, I've had a chance to discuss it and help break it down, make it as digestible as possible, Judge. Essentially, we have some minor GPS violations, a 20-minute exit during curfew about 10 o'clock. and 2 late arrivals, 10:06. And 1 positive BAC.
There were.
Come up, Mr. Jones.
Multiple IVs. They're on the report that was
I
sent
looked at
for the first, second, and third.
Yes, Judge. And those reports being referenced were, there were follow-up flows that showed a declining level on those, unless I'm mistaken.
They go down and then they go up again on the.
Doesn't matter. It's no tolerance. We've been through this over and over and over. At what point do you get it, Mr. Jones? This is, how many bond violations do we have here now?
I believe this will be the 3rd.
No.
Last time, I believe, Judge. That's why it's 7502.
Because I was generous with the 2 portion, but it's not just 2, Ben. We've had probably 5 or 6 bond violations. All I know is that you are testing positive. You're in violation of your curfew again. What am I supposed to do? Just continue to let you go?
No, I understand that, Your Honor, but I don't know what I could say about the breathalyzer, sir, because I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I don't know why that the thing was doing that. I had to go back to the Smart Start place the next day, and because they have those little tubes that stick out of it.
I
But
don't,
I don't know. I mean, if you look at the test, you can see that I haven't failed any of my other breathalyzers, and even some of the breathalyzers will say like 1 minute it's failed, and the next minute it's like lower and then higher, and I don't know. But all I
have a
know.
confirmation of alcohol, Felicia?
From the portable device records, yes, they were provided to everybody in the email.
Judge, I'd have an opportunity to look at those. Just to clarify, in regards to that, there are other instances where we do have BAC readings, Judge, and there are follow-up blows that
Those were
show.
not confirmed as alcohol consumption.
And they will say, not confirmed. But we have some that are confirmed. He's blowing on his, or he's not
There
in,
was not a follow-up test on this positive, Judge.
no, I'm revoking your bond, Mr. Jones. It can't continue. No, goes with you.
I don't know what I can tell you, Your Honor. I'm not drinking or doing anything. Like,
I have evidence that shows me otherwise.
why can't?
And it's over and it's over and it's over and it's over.
Can't we
This
put
is
me
a
on, like,
4th,
the-
5th violation that we have, Mr. Jones.
Why can't we put me on like the ankle monitor drug thing or something like that so I could prove to you that I'm not?
We had that.
I
We
never
took
had
it
that.
off.
No, I was never on that, Your Honor. I was.
Judge, if the court would consider
No.
additional conditions, Judge.
I have done everything in my power not to put him into custody. I have let him go over and over and over every time. And I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Something is going in your body that's causing it to test positive for alcohol. He goes with you. That's it. I told you last time, it's no tolerance. You're blowing your GPS, the curfew anyways. Goes with you.
Judge, if I may follow up on, instead of move on from Mr. Jones. And also, speaking with Mr. Nayland on the case, again, I'm covering for him. My understanding was we were hoping to have a trial setting for this
Let's
particular case.
set it for trial now. It's just way too much drama for me. I'm done with it. I'm ready to put this thing to bed and that's it. So I'll give you a trial date today. I'm setting the bond at, it's 7502 now. This thing done, once and, yeah, I'm with you. Okay, but
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
I'm coaching for Miss Delandry Burnett. She's here
Okay.
and we may need to look at bond conditions. And I know she has a pending felony. The clerk's wet. I can't really pull the conditions up.
So we've got a ton of baggage here and I don't understand how she has a discharging a firearm in an assault from October 29th. She picks up an aggravated assault in November and then I guess the week later picks up a criminal mischief. So we have 4 open cases. Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
And we've never addressed any of the bonds.
She's been in custody for,
I don't know. Tell me.
she's been in.
You know.
When did you Okay. So she was in custody for, right, from October until January, Your Honor.
Did you just make bond on the felony, I guess? Is that what happened? Yeah.
Right.
All right. So a surety bond was posted on the ag assault on 1/9. So let's talk about the complaining witnesses in all these cases. Who are they in relation to the aggravated assault?
So in relation to the aggravated assault, we have not been able to make contact with complaining witness Johnson.
but we have been able to make contact with the complaining witness, Romero Perez, who was the employee at the business where the incident occurred.
Is this regarding the criminal mischief?
This is regarding the assault.
Okay, what happened in the assault, please?
So, she visited, an office that day, and then, the defendant began threatening the complaining witness's children. And then, supposedly, in the office is the apartment leasing office.
Okay,
And then she went up to the child and then threatened the child and said, look at the exact language. Tell your mom that I'm still here, and pointed a weapon.
at the child.
Yes,
Yes.
Judge, a large kitchen knife.
That's a knife. Okay.
Yeah,
So the assault is out of the same transaction as the ag assault then?
yes, he kicked the first complaining witness in the genitals, causing the employee from the.
Okay, now the criminal mischief is, where's that from?
The criminal mischief
From-
is from, a different complaining witness. He was at his home upon arrival. Officers made contact with him, and he advised that he was at his residence and wanting to watch their children, and or the defendant arrived at his residence wanting to watch their children. He did not initially agree. The defendant then became hostile and caused a disturbance. The defendant then drove her vehicle into the complaining witness's gate, damaging it, and subsequently reversed and sped away. Estimated cost to repair is $500.
And Your Honor, that they do have children together, and I believe the RIP call, he doesn't want to move forward with the case.
Something very interesting. I don't know if you read this, but, okay, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause on all your cases, and I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons and not to have any contact with the complaining witnesses in these cases. Do you understand? Did the felony court put a monitor on her or anything like that? This is very interesting. Let me read this to you. As part of the conditions on the felony court, it says, defendant must obtain a library card and read to her children,
Oh.
/ must attend a parenting class. That's really interesting. I've never seen that.
228.
The 330. I don't know, but it says,
That's a visiting judge. That's a visiting judge.
interesting, right? Did you know about this condition? Okay.
Your Honor, one of the
I'm not going to
CWs,
impose that, but.
she
I
does
just
have
found-
children with, I believe, the complaining witness on the criminal mischief, which is about the gate. And so I don't, just to help them co-parent, I don't know if we could just have no.
But I don't know if he wants to have contact with her. You know, before I allow you to have contact with this gentleman, I would like to know if he even wants to have contact with you. What if he doesn't want to? He may be scared of it.
The
I don't know.
complaining witness did say that he asked her to drop charges
Yes.
on the case.
Okay, so I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any threatening or harassing contact with, is it Andre, right?
Andre, yes, that's
Okay, do you understand? What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think, it's what he perceives. From like this, that's could be threatening or harassing contact, so just be careful. You're lucky to be out with these 4 open cases. If I find that you're a danger to my public, you violate any of these conditions, I'm telling you now, I'm going to make your bond extremely high. You know, you're probably not going to have someone to pony up $15,000 worth of bond for you, so be very careful when you're out there. If you have a butting head relationship with this person, just be very careful. You understand? Now, we've given you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Elick. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, likewise, I'll issue a warrant for your arrest. All right? Okay, just be careful, man. Self-control. Okay, all right, Mr. Elick. We
Okay.
just need you to sign these conditions and then you're good to go. All right, thanks.
Is that pretrial bond condition?
Yeah, with Felicia. Yeah, no, no alcohol, no drugs as well, man. All right, okay, thanks, guys.
Judge, can we go over those one more time? Apologies. I thought these
So
were.
no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, no threatening or harassing contact with the gentleman named Andre, and then with the assault and that one, no contact whatsoever, and no going back to that leasing office as well. Okay. Sir, you were charged with evading arrest or detention. On that case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're also charged with failure to identify oneself to a peace officer while being a fugitive from justice. That kicks it up to a Class A, so you're also facing a year and or a $4,000 fine on those cases as well. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 31st, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle run a red signal light at the 3400 block of Live Oak Street in Harris County, Texas. The officer further observed the vehicle completely failed to stop at a red signal light and activated his emergency equipment and conducted a traffic stop. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was observed to be behind the driver's seat of the vehicle, and the defendant stated that he does not have his identification card with him, and the defendant gave a fictitious name of Fisher Leroy, with date of birth January 1st, 2006. The officer ran the name through NCIC and found a DPS picture that does not remotely resemble the defendant. The defendant was asked if he was given the correct information, and the officer walked back to his patrol vehicle to double check, and the officer then observed the defendant exit the vehicle and sprint away despite giving him orders to stop. The officer ran after the defendant and observed the defendant get into another vehicle, the passenger side. The other vehicle drove away, and the officer gave the last direction of travel over the radio, but was not able to locate the vehicle. The officer walked back to the defendant's vehicle, secured it, and conducted an inventory check, finding a debit card inside with the name Kendrick Davis. The officer ran the name through NCIC and found a hit with a date of birth of 2/10/2003 with multiple Class C warrants, and ran a driver's license check with the defendant's picture and with date of birth. The DPS picture matched the defendant, and he was able to positively ID. And that's it, Your Honor.
So I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. The reason I'm bringing you out now is because there's no bond that's set on your cases, and we have to set you a bond. One of the things that I use to determine on what to set a bond is how dangerous you are, because I've never met you before. I don't know you. And all I know is that you've got a birthday in 5 days. So he's on bond for an aggravated robbery now, right?
Yes, Judge. It's my understanding, I think it was a 2B, it looks like. I don't believe bond conditions and everything were put in place until a few days ago.
Okay. So the charging instrument was filed November 13th of 2024. I think that you may well be right. In that case, it says here, a Kendrick Richard Davis hereinafter saw the defendant heretofore on or about August 12th, 2024, did then and there unlawfully while in the course of committing a theft of property owned by yada, 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 with intent to obtain and maintain control, intentionally and knowingly cause bodily injury to the complaining witness by using and exhibiting a deadly weapon, namely a firearm. Complainant McSweeney advised that defendant Davis proceeded to pull a pistol from his waistband and pistol whip him with it multiple times on his head and face area, causing multiple cuts and bruises to his head and face area. As he proceeded to fall down on the ground, he continued to strike him in the head and face area with a closed fist and then stomp on his face with his foot. Complainant McSweeney stated that he was in fear for his life and felt severe head pain as a result of the assault. I see that he has also picked up an evading arrest in a motor vehicle
Yes,
the
Judge.
day after our two cases. How? Oh, I guess that's how they caught up to him, right?
That's how
They
they
must
caught up
have.
to him and they found him, and that's when they arrested him on that, and then he got picked up on, I believe.
Okay, so what happened in that case? Is he like driving 100 miles an hour? Is he just?
Yes, Judge, it says that the officer observed the defendant conduct an improper turn and failed to turn into the correct designated lane. They activated their lights and sirens, and the defendant evaded at speeds of 90 to 115 miles per hour for 3.5 miles on the highways and multiple residential and business streets.
Okay. I think that you are an extreme danger to our public, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect our public. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to order you not to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what is going on in your life. I don't care if there's a burning building. You have to say 50 kittens. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also putting in this affidavit that you're not supposed to be in possession of any weapons as well. If I find that you have a weapon, because I don't know if you're going to get out or not, and because these cases, because of the nature of the aggravated robbery, because of the nature of this one, I'm making his bonds high, you know? I'm going to set them at 20,000 each.
So can I make an argument?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
you,
I
Judge.
don't want to get ahead of myself, please. Yes.
So I was appointed to Mr. Davis this morning. I was able to talk to him a little bit in the holdover. We are requesting PR bonds for both of the cases. He's 22 years old. He's lived in, or I'm sorry, 21 years old. He's lived in Houston his whole life. He has a lot of family in Houston. His grandparents, mom, daughter, and siblings. Prior to being in custody, he was working at Builders First Source for around a month. Mr. Davis also lives with his grandfather who has cancer. Mr. Davis is his caretaker, is my understanding. Mr. Davis has no savings and was found to be indigent by the court, so we are requesting a PR bond.
I think that he is an absolute, just a complete danger to our public. I can't possibly give him a PR bond due to the nature of both of the charges that you are facing now. I think that you're a flight risk. You've done everything in your power to evade capture. You've produced false names. So I find by clear and convincing evidence that you're an extreme flight risk. You're a danger to our community. And I'm going to set your bonds each at $20,000. I don't know if you're going to be able to post bonds, but if you do, I'm going to order you under house arrest if you do get out. And I'm going to order you to obtain a GPS monitor on your ankle. Like I said, you will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not to be in possession of any weapons and not to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So I guess the felonies are set for April 7th. I don't like to set them out too far just in case. If you want to, we can do up to 30 days. It's up to you.
That's perfect.
And then we'll come back. I don't know. We'll see what circumstances have changed, and then we'll go from there and just keep us in the loop.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I need you to sign this for me. I need him to sign bond conditions with Felicia, and then after that, it's pretty good. Okay.
Do we excuse?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And thank you for everything. Mr. Martinez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. You have a bond violation report where it's alleged that you have consumed alcohol when we have ordered you not. No, that if I find, I will put you in a, who you understand. If you are unable to stop, I am giving you the opportunity now. If you are not able to do
The
it.
courtroom breathes like a living thing. Tension, judgment, fatigue. Each case folds into the next. Stories stacked like paper. The judge's voice holds consequence and care. Behind every plea is a life paused, weighed, and re-examined. Here, mercy isn't emotion. It's math measured against risk, regret, and human
Not
frailty.
able to do it, we are going to do it my way. And I promise you, you're not going to like the way that I do it. On this probation, if you do not have a license, you are not allowed to drive. If I find that you drive, you're looking at up to a year in jail. I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to have a hearing. And if they prove to me that you violate any of these conditions, you are looking at an entire year in custody. Not only that, but if you are not in this country with permission and you go to jail and you do anything more than 4 to 5, 6 hours, immigration sweeps it on a daily basis. You already know what the administration is doing to undocumented persons. So if you're not here, you best be on living with a halo above your head. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement with me today, you either complete it successfully and you go on your merry way, or you violate this, we issue a warrant and you're looking at up to a year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
It is a 1-year jail sentence. I will probate it for 2 years. For you to successfully complete this thing, you must do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what conditions you may need. This doesn't say DWI education class. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a DWI education class,
Yes,
right?
Judge, it's supposed to be a DWI class.
This needs to be refiled.
We'll refile it, Judge.
Are you wanting a victim impact panel?
Yes, Judge, yes, we'll refile it today.
None of that is on here.
I think what happened was Bernadette was here and she had looked at everything. And they said that because there's gonna be whatever the TRS conditions are, I think she actually had Kelsey remove those. Is that right, Bernadette?
So record, yes, sir. We just have it as written in a note, but we can put it on the plea.
Wait, is this a second or something?
Yes.
No, it's not a second. He has a pending one out of Tarrant County. That was in 2019. He was placed.
That's an open DWI right
Not
now?
anymore. He is on a deferred adjudication for 22 months out of Tarrant County. He started on January 6th last month. So he had 2 firsts is what's going on. And that's why after talking to Bernadette, that's why we did 24
And
months.
he's testing positive for alcohol now?
Yes, Judge, that's why we put him on the stand, we'll have him first in Harris County was because of the open one. Or the previously open case. Is why we got the device.
He tested positive for alcohol at 1:45 in the morning.
Should I anticipate the TRAS recommending civil court?
Oh. This is a second bond violation report.
And that's why it's
It's a
a
second
2-year.
bond violation. He has an open DWI in another county, and now he's consuming alcohol.
Judge, the first one was from 2019 and he didn't have court until, they didn't realize or didn't come to anyone's attention until he got this one. Then the officer told him, you have something open in Tarrant County, you may want to contact them. That's when he contacted them and then he told them, yeah, come to court for that. So it kind of fell by the wayside. I don't know what happened.
Sit for something. You get about a list of documents this high from lawyers advertising to you that you have an open case. I have to imagine that he knew about the open DWI in Tarrant County. Now he picks up another DWI. Now we're on a second bond violation report.
He's on probation over there now, Judge, and he'd be on a 2-year probation here.
No, this is not a good deal, man. I think that we're setting him up.
I think once he does the TRAS and if they recommend civil court, which they most likely will, I think he'll be getting the help that he needs. I mean, he's 25 years old. So he understands that he'll have to.
I think that I would prefer to do it first, you know?
What do you mean?
Do the TRAS first so we know exactly what, because I mean, I would require, because of the nature, I'm going to do a repeat offender DWI education class number 1. I had no idea that he has an open one. Now he's got 2 BVRs. I don't think I'm ready to do this today.
Okay.
Not only that, you're on your second bond violation. You're continuing to consume alcohol and you have an open DWI in another county. It's unacceptable.
Well, that one's closed now, Judge. He's on probation.
I understand.
He's on probation.
But he's on probation. I mean, he's had it open. He's now on probation. And he's, a week ago, he's consuming alcohol still.
Right.
I let him go once. I can't do it again, man.
Judge.
I understand that you have to zealously advocate for your client,
All right.
but it's time, no.
What he was telling me was, and he showed me the paperwork, that the day after the alleged violations, when he was reporting to his probation officer, he doesn't understand how he would have tested positive when they would have tested him the next day. In fact, he actually got tested recently for drug testing. So they're drug testing him there and for alcohol. So I'm just letting you know what.
I have a scram. He's still testing positive for alcohol. It's unacceptable what's going on with you, Mr. Martinez. No. You know, I'm not ready to take this deal now. And I think that it's,
Judge, my only concern is if he goes in, as you know, with this administration, he's not coming out.
consequences, man. Actions have consequences, Mr. Martinez. You know that. You continue to do whatever you want to do. You continue to consume alcohol. You know, you continue to put other lives at danger. It's unacceptable. Sorry, Marcos.
I'm trying to,
I know you are, but there's two open DWIs. He's on a second bond violation. It's not fair that I don't hold him accountable like I do every single other person here. I can't curry favor just because he may be undocumented. It's not fair, you know?
I understand.
Yeah, I'm revoking your bond, dude. You're going to jail.
But if he's gonna be evaluated and most likely he'll get treatment, which is what he needs. Putting him in custody, he's not gonna get the
No
treatment.
matter what we're doing, no matter what conditions I have bent over backwards not to put you in jail. You literally had another DWI open, did not put you in jail. You have one bond violation report. I did not put you in custody. Now you have a second. It's now time to pay. I can't let you go again because I need you to understand that we mean business and you're not getting it. Even that you're on probation, you have an open DWI here. You still consuming alcohol. I'm sorry, Marcos. You're going to jail. It goes with you. Marcus, it doesn't make me happy, dude.
I understand.
But
Get it.
that's it.
Todos los exámenes.
Pero ¿cuándo era?
Pasado, fue el viernes que me fui a tomar
Vamos
una-
atrás.
What we can do, Marcos,
Let me, Margaret. Yes, Judge.
go ahead. Just,
No.
I'm gonna set the bond at 5,001. You know, you guys bond out, write a bond out, do what you need to do. Get them out, we can set them up for a TRAS, and then we go that route. But I want to know 100% that sober court is the way we go, because I want to do things the right way. You know, it's only fair.
I understand. Okay, thank you, guys.
Mr. Hernandez had a case in felony court, which was disposed of yesterday. So he's now being held only on.
Our case.
Yes, only on this. So I would ask the court to revisit his bond and to set it at a PR bond. And I would ask the court to consider that he does have, his mother does live in the Houston area. And he
Are you going to
understands.
ask for both on both cases?
A
A PR bond, or on just this one?
Just on this one.
You mind bringing out Adrian Hernandez, please? Please. Who's your other case? I want to admonish him, but
Marco Hernandez. Yes, and on that, I'll ask the court to keep the bond as it is.
he picked up a felony. Ah! It's a, you're killing me, man. So we have him on a gun case. He has picked up evading arrest in a motor vehicle, 2 aggravated robberies, and he's now at no bond and engaging in organized crime with using or exhibiting a deadly weapon.
Well, yes, Judge, and on that case, I would just ask the court to consider that although the felonies they're very serious allegations, they are just allegations.
I understand.
There are no convictions.
I get it.
He's on a $30,000 bond for the evading, which is out of the same transaction. So he's already on a bond for this transaction.
So it looks like, sorry, so he picked up our gun case, looks like with the evading arrest in motor vehicle. they file the aggravated robbery on the 15th and then the 17th. Alex, do the ag robs happen on the same day as the evading arrest in a motor vehicle? Regardless, a month later, he must have been out because he picks up an engaging case in December.
All right, it looks like they took place before the evading cases.
What about the engaging? Does that happen before or after?
That looks like it happened.
Say it again?
Just want to double check. It looks like it happens before as well. Before our gun case in the evading. Because it happened on
I think you're correct, Mr. Hansberg, because it looks like I'm looking at the engaging or an organized crime. Well, it says October 31st and continuing through or on or about November 7th, which regardless, that's still before, right?
Yes, Judge.
The ag robs.
It looks like it goes after the ag robs, but before our gun case.
The ag rob was on November 5th. One of
Every
them.
word becomes evidence. Silence carries its own weight. The lawyers perform a careful ritual of reason, defense, and deflection. Faces blur, but patterns stay addiction, defiance, desperation. The judge's tone never wavers. Justice here isn't spectacle. It's endurance, one decision at a time, in a room that forgets no one.
One of them.
Judge, this is Adrian Hernandez?
Marco Hernandez.
We're talking about Marco Hernandez. That's Adrian Hernandez.
Oh,
This
okay.
guy, can I shred this?
You are correct. I will do nothing to those bonds because it looks like the engaging, both ag robs happen before our case. I'll leave it as is. And then they're set for March 25th. That's a little bit too long for us. We usually set it for like 30 days. If nothing has happened upstairs, then we'll give you another 30 days after that. Okay? Good morning, Mr. Hernandez. How's jail? I feel your pain. It's not supposed to be fun, right? But it's there for a reason. Your lawyer is asking me to give you a PR bond. It looks like, from what I see, your possession case got or no, you were here on the discharging, right? Is that what was upstairs that got disposed of?
Yes, Your Honor, the felony upstairs was the discharge case and it was reduced to misdemeanor.
What happened with that? Did he plead to it? Because I'm not showing in the
Yes,
system
but
yet
he-
what happened.
He pled to it yesterday, Your Honor.
What did he plead to?
He pled to 100 days in Harris County Jail.
Say how many days credits?
It does not, I can see, Your Honor.
Is he eligible for release? It's, the felony case is 185 9309.
There's a time served, 100 for 100 days for 100 days for 84 days.
And he pled on a felony? So he's a felony conviction now? Do you want me to give you a PR bond? I want my community safe. You know, I don't want you to do anything that you're not supposed to do. I don't want you to pick up any new cases and I don't want you to have any weapons. You understand where you're going to be living now? You really have a place to stay with her? How old are you? So what are you going to do with your life now? I want to give you the opportunity, but the problem is, Mr. Hernandez, is that when people have too much time on their hands, they become self-destructive. They start doing things that they shouldn't do. They start hanging out with people who are not good for them, so to speak. You know what I mean? So you need something to do. Either get back into school or get a full-time job. If you want me to give you a PR bond, I will. But the condition is no weapons, and you either must get a full-time job or get back into school full-time. None of this doing nothing for the rest of your natural born life and you become nothing and in and out of jail. That's not the way that we do things. Do you understand? So what I'm going to do is I will give you a PR bond, but I'm going to bring you back in 2 to 3 weeks. I want to see what you have done to either get a full-time job or get back into school. I have resources here to give you if you need it. If you want help getting a job, we can do that for you. But if I let you out and you're just running amok and doing nothing, it's not going to go well. I don't want you consuming alcohol or illegal drugs as well. Do you understand? Okay, I'm going to grant your PR bond. I want it back in 3 weeks. I want you to show me what you have done. Start putting in applications like crazy to get a job. Do you understand? Okay. Mr. Hernandez, you hold the keys to the jail cell. No one else does. All right?
Thank you.
Good luck, my friend.
Morning, Judge.
Hey,
I'm put you on 2 matters.
okay.
First, I have a motion to withdraw for Kaylin Jackson.
Where is Kalen Jackson?
He's here today in court.
Okay, it's 150 days old. I mean,
Okay.
we're ready to set these things for trial now.
Well, he disappeared on me for a couple months. I talked to him. I mean, he lost his job, so he's unable to pay, but I did explain the offer that he has, which is a PTI offer, so I do think he can get his case wrapped up without me.
Well, he can't do it on his own, I mean, he can't. Kalen Jackson, come up. What do you do with yourself these days?
Right now, I'm, working with my branding business to talk and videography.
So you are working.
Yes, I'm currently.
Okay.
I just got it.
Your lawyer seems to be really upset with you. She wants to get off the case.
Sure.
It's time for you to work with your lawyer to work out a resolution. Do you work for free?
No,
Do you think she does?
no.
It's time to work things out. I mean, this case is 150 days old. You got to come a lot earlier. I get it that they go MIA, but you have also duty, have them come in, periodically so that you guys can get on the same page and I'm setting your case off for a week. You guys need to get together to make things work out. Do you understand? Okay. So there is an offer that has been made in this case. I'm going to let them relay it to you at the right time. It's a really good offer, but you
The
guys need to
defendant
be
went
on.
outside and kicked some trash cans over and pacing around a neighbor's vehicle holding a hammer. The complainant advised she was afraid of the defendant. So, yes, Judge.
I'm with you. Don't worry about it. I'm going to find no probable cause. Just hang tight with me for a second, okay?
Good, Judge.
Please. Just, take a seat for me. Hang tight, please. Okay, Mr. Amison, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. And Mr. Green, you're also charged with driving while intoxicated and interference with the emergency request for assistance. I'm assuming that one's going to get dismissed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then for Mr. Anderson, his unlawful carrying will be dismissed as well.
What about the weapon? What are we doing with the weapon? Is it being forfeited? Okay. Guys, both of you are charged with multiple cases. It looks like you've worked out an agreement whether you're pleading guilty to the DWIs, your other cases will go away. You need to understand that these cases will go on your record. They're going to be there for the rest of your life, even there after you die. This is important because when you get pulled over in the future, the first thing an officer does is they look at your record. If they see a prior DWI, they roll up to your window, they smell alcohol or dope, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand? What we're doing today probably will never happen again because from now on, well, I know you're telling me that, but you are now facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into these agreements. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You guys give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. You can never change this. It will go on your record. It will be there forever. You still want to do this, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
Mr. Amison, I'm going to find you both guilty. Sentence you to 15 days in jail, credit for 5. Mr. Amison, I'm going to send you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend both of your licenses for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. There is also a $3,000 surcharge that usually attaches to these types of cases. We all make mistakes, but the idea is that you don't continue to make mistakes where you endanger other people's lives. A second DWI, you're looking at a $6,000 surcharge, not to mention court costs. So get ready. You pick up another DWI, it's going to cost you big. Do you understand? Take an Uber, 1 click, $40 wherever you want to go. Good luck, gentlemen.
But I was actually, are we able to waive, the fees?
Well, that's what I was telling them. I'm going to waive it now because it's a first time. But if you continue to be boneheaded and pick up another DWI, it's going to be about $6,500 you're going to be walking out here. Do you understand? All right, guys, good luck.
One last thing, also the suspension, are we able to run it concurrent with their current suspension?
I don't know. Let me look, see how they've been on bond. If they've been good on bond, then we'll talk. But if they've been, I don't want to continue to reward.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
understand.
let's talk. Let me then down the line.
I
and
have
then we'll
one
talk.
last one.
Okay, take a seat for me, guys.
Gonzalez, just approaching her research. It is a little old, but she is going to do this. Yeah, I will have everything submitted, by.
Which Gonzalez? Chris, okay, it's 193 days old. Is she, obviously there's an accident and it's above a 0.15. What is it, Alex?
So yes, it looks like we have no mitigation packet yet for this because of
I'm setting it 2 weeks. She's got to be here with packet in hand. If she doesn't have it done, then that's
It
it.
will be done before then.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got, Ms. Matthews, you're charged with failure to stop and give information, which is leaving the scene of an accident without exchanging information. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On November 5th, 2024, officers arrived to the scene of an accident and met with the complainant who had been in a wreck with the defendant. The complainant stated the defendant had made an unsafe lane change and struck her vehicle, damaging both vehicles. The defendant then exited her vehicle and began swearing at the complainant before stating she will take care of her own damages and leaving the scene, refusing to give the complainant any information. The complainant took pictures of the defendant's vehicle and license plate. At a later date, the officers were able to identify the person associated with the license plate, and the complainant was able to positively ID the defendant based on the photo the officer showed her associated with the license plate number.
So she took off.
She took off, and then they found based on license plate.
And I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Have you run her license, Alex? Do you mind?
I ran her. Let me just pull it up.
Ma'am, I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. Do you understand?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have insurance, or you don't have insurance in your name, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer or would you like a court-appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Okay, quarter 21.
Okay. Can you file those conditions, Alex, please?
Which conditions, Your Honor?
Just no driving without a valid license and liability insurance,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Okay, I need you to fill out an application for me. So what I'm going to do is Deputy Grant is going to give you an application. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. All right? Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. We'll have you come up here momentarily, please. Mr. Halbert, your case is 1,122 days old. You will get a GPS monitor today, so I know where you are at all times. And if you take off on me again, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand? I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond, not, you were charged with assault. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? So how long is it going to take you to get all the evidence? Because I'm ready to set this thing for trial, Alex.
So I'm looking, it looks like we requested the photographs on the 18th of January of 2022. So we'll have an escalation request and we can get in touch with the officers and the complainant and see when we get those
Hey,
photos.
I'm not doing long resets. I'm doing short resets.
Yes, Judge.
You get on it, get your photos.
Yes, Judge.
Can you also put an offer in there? Is there an offer now?
Yes, there is, Judge.
Yes, Judge. There is
Okay.
a time serve offer and
No, there's not a time.
no,
served
there's a
offer.
180-day offer. I apologies.
The offer is 180 days in jail. I'm giving you 2 weeks to decide what you guys want to do. Get the photographs as soon as possible, please. Send it to an investigator today if you need to, Alex.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. In 2 weeks. At that time, when you come back, you need to be prepared to accept either the offer from the state or I'm going to set your case for trial. Do you understand? Okay. See you then.
Thanks, Judge.
I'm here on Francisco.
Okay. Is mom here today?
Mom could not make it over here. I have, I've spoken with my client, Your Honor, about the second, violation, and he was,
It's not a second violation. This is third or fourth. You know, his first was like he picked up the new case. Right. Come up.
The day winds down, but justice doesn't sleep. Files close. Futures remain open, uncertain. Some walk out with hope, others with consequence. The gavel falls again steady. Final. The courtroom empties, but its echo remains. Truth isn't just proven, here it's lived, tested, and sometimes found too late.
You are obviously not taking this seriously. You continue to break your curfew. Tell me.
So my client graduated from high school. While he was in school, he was working on the weekends at a tire shop. But since we have a PTI office for restitution and community service, he wasn't making at the tire shop. So now he's working with his mom and her cleaning business. She cleans residential and commercial properties. And he's also working with his mom's boyfriend doing construction. And so last week, Thursday, they were out cleaning and he got in 20 minutes after his curfew.
How do I know that he's actually working? I mean, am I supposed to take his word for it?
Well, Your Honor, I should say mom couldn't make it today, but she does have a cleaning business, and that's why he was late last week, Thursday. He will have his community service completed tomorrow, and he says he will have money for the restitution by Friday.
On the 18th, he got home nearly 11 o'clock at night.
That was right, and that's why mom was here yesterday. That day was the Quince Añera. He had ordered, my client had ordered an Uber driver. He sent me a screenshot of the Uber canceling his ride at 8:40 so that he would be home on time.
Show me.
Okay.
Show me.
I will,
What is he offering this case, Alex?
Let me see, Your Honor. For this case, it is $1,000 restitution plus 30 hours community service, and we'll dismiss.
How much of the community service is done?
24 hours. He says he'll have the rest of it finished tomorrow.
Okay,
And he says he'll have the money by Friday.
okay. Let's do this. I'll set it for Monday. Then if you are ever late again, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? I don't care what you're doing. You're not supposed to be at a party anyways. You're supposed to be behaving yourself. You're supposed to get home at a certain time. You're not to pick up any new cases. You're not supposed to use any kind of drugs or alcohol. Do you understand? The next time you're late, I don't care what your excuse is. You will stay with me. Your bonds are at 10,000 something now. They're going to double, if not triple next time. Do you understand me? Okay, we'll see you Monday. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Mom and Dad?
Yes. Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Better, a lot better.
Is he behaving himself?
Yes, sir.
Great. That's what we want. We want you to strive. I don't want you to become just another statistic. I want you to become the best person that you can be. And it starts right here. Knowledge is power. When you have knowledge and when you know things, you go real far in life. If you want money, it always starts right here. It doesn't start right here. It's right here as well. If you have the heart, you have the knowledge, you can do anything in this life. It's already hard enough being a young Black man in society as it is now, today. Don't make it any harder. With you picking up these criminal cases, that's all you do. You make life even more difficult than it is. Do you understand? Get an education. Don't pick up any new cases and don't smoke any weed. Do you understand? Okay. I'll weigh the appearance. Just make me proud. That's all I'm asking you to do. Okay, you guys have any issues, come back, talk to us, and we'll try to straighten anything out. Okay? All right, guys. Take care.
Yes.
Mr. Martin, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the gun case, you were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. I'm sorry, what? Did I just say? Good?
I think it's a class A.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like reverse. On the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. And on the gun case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Okay. On January 28th, 2025, officers were dispatched to a wreck on Mesa Drive in Hennepin, Texas. The defendant was sitting in the driver's seat when officers arrived and admitted to losing control of the vehicle and driving into a drainage ditch. The defendant stated he took some hydrocodone shortly before the crash, and the officer observed red bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and unsteadiness on the defendant's feet. Standard field sobriety were performed. HGN, they found 6 out of 6, walk and turn, 5 out of 8, one leg stand, 2 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC, and the defendant consented to blood. The officer conducted a search and found in the vehicle a cooler with a beer in the back seat, a small bag of prescription pills prescribed to the defendant, hydrocodone, and a loaded Ruger SP-101 under the driver's seat within reach of the defendant.
Judge, I would just submit to the court, he's a retired veteran. It's my understanding he has a prescription for the hydrocodone for back issues.
Mr. Martin, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, then I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. You need to understand that even if you have a prescription for controlled substances, if you take too much, you become intoxicated. If you're in a car, it's a recipe for disaster. Just don't. Do you understand? Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor, and license is eligible.
Okay, you need to be very careful. Don't take it if you're going to go drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you pick up a new case, if you use it irresponsibly, I only have one place for you. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community. Do you understand, Mr. Martin? Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stand to Mr. Johnson. He'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, you become a danger to my community, you pick up a new DWI, just, I'm gonna put you in jail. That's all I have. Do you understand? Okay. So for now, I'll have you go to Victoria. We're gonna have you sign a reset. After that, I'll get you to Felicia for your bond conditions. And after that, you're free to go. All right.
Judge, if I may just real briefly, got Arredondo on the docket.
Okay, that way, sir. Please.